Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to another Deck with Zena. Today we're going to be looking at an updated build for Torrential Gearhulk and Magma Opus. It's just an Azorius build, which I'm a big fan of because I think the mana in Jessica is just a little bit lacking and not consistent enough for me to be happy with it. So I'm really liking the look of this list. This list is from MTGA Zone. If you want to go look at some lists, that's a great website for it. So yeah, this is just a pretty standard Azorius control shell. Baffling Ends me are a preferred choice right now because there's too many Adanto Vanguards or things that need to be exiled as opposed to just destroyed. So I think this is really valuable. Timely reinforcements for the aggro matchup. Wraths obviously are always required in a deck like this. Then you have the finishers, which are Teferi or Torrential Gearhulk plus Magma Opus. So these are really, really valuable. All right, cool. Let's apply some styles and get going into those matches. All right. We're getting into match 1 against Gakno. Play first, see where we're at. We have no idea what our opponent is doing. We're not seeing any companions. This is pretty bad blind, but we do have a lot of land, ability to cycle, foretell saw it coming. I'm actually going to keep this. Okay, interesting. Don't know what's going on there, but that's alright. Done a Castle of Antris. Okay, for 2 mana. I'm not sure what they can do for 2 mana. That's really threatening. I'm just going to foretell, especially with blue mana. I'm just going to foretell this. I guess this could be Neostorm. It is. Oh no, it is not. This is going to be the Grixis pack deck. We're going to be on the lookout for that. With that being said, turn 3. I think there is a tutor spell that they could play. But I do have 2 counter spells, so I think we can just let them resolve the tutor. And just hold up the 2 counter spells. Augur of Bolas, okay. Kind of not the tutor spell I was expecting. Not actually a tutor spell at all. So they're still digging. Good sign for us. Really valuable. I'm gonna put this in the graveyard. Biome. We're gonna have to cycle this away at the end of the turn if we can. On the Castle Ardenvale. We're just gonna pass again. Sure. Them using that now is actually pretty valuable for us because we're trying to get Magma Opuses into the graveyard. So this is the Grixis version. Doesn't matter that much. Pick 1, that's fine. And like I said, we're gonna cycle this off. Okay. Sure. We really do need as many counter spells as we can get, so we're gonna draw that. I think for the end of this turn, I'm looking to cycle for a 3/3 shark. Actually, that. What we actually want is to be able to get the shark on the table and back it up with counter magic. So we're probably still waiting 1 more turn. Let's just counter this, unfortunately. I might go for it here. Sure. I'm gonna hold control here. So we'll just censor this. If they have Tainted Pact, then we're dead. Or sorry, if they have Pact of Negation, then we're dead. But otherwise, bad. Alright, so they win. Should have let the Inquisition go, right? Because I had 2 counterspells in my hand. So both would have been enough to take care of that combo. I'll keep that in mind next time. So Dovin's Veto is critical here to counter Tainted Pact. Deafening Silence turns off that combo pretty hard. Mystical Dispute can counter the Thassa's Oracle or make it so that you don't have enough mana to play the Tainted Pact. And plus it'll counter their own counters that I assume they're going to be bringing in. Okay, so with that, what do we bring out? Baffling End's terrible here. Does basically nothing. Dark Typhoon's okay. Wrath is also terrible. Timely is terrible. A lot of terrible cards here. Maybe we're just getting rid of all that, putting in Narset just so that we can find the cards that we actually want faster. Go with this. Deafening Silence does turn off our own combo between Torrential Cure Hulk and Magma Opus, but it's more important just to stay alive. Actually, I have to mulligan this because we can't even discard these Magma Opuses unless we have 2 blue sources. That's good. Looks like this might be the Sultai version? Or that this is just maybe for the mana. Not quite sure.
I have crafted with an open mind.
I don't know how much card draw they really have. Narset. I'm saying that because I'm wondering if I should minus Narset again next turn after it takes mana damage from the Augur. I think I'm supposed to.
Fury will only lead you astray.
Right now we don't actually have any hard counters, so if they just go for it next turn, then we're gonna lose.
Meditate and prepare.
Both are good. I'll take the Dovin's Veto though. And we're just gonna pass. We'll take the 1, and then we're going to, on the end step, cycle for a shark here. A lot of options we have right now. I think just attacking for now is fine. I think we have enough counter magic backup to get this Deafening Silence on the board. I guess my question is that actually what we want to do? Because we could always discard Magma Opus for the treasure and then still hold up both of these counter spells. And then potentially try and get Torrential Gear Hulk down. They do have this Mystical Dispute. I feel like the chances of me resolving this Torrential Gear Hulk are like pretty slim. I do have to figure to try and draw it out. You know, I'd rather use the Torrential Gear Hulk to draw out the Mystical Dispute on their end step. Actually, I think it's fine if we just cast Torrential Gear Hulk as a creature without flashing back Magma Opus. Right. If they want to win with the combo, they have to clear this enchantment. Right now, the name of the game is basically attack this enchantment. Cool. Sure, that's fine. They're gonna see the Torrential Gear Hulk anyway. Might as well just play it and then just get my hand discarded. Test it, right? It's non-creature spell, huh? I thought it was all spells. Alright. That actually means that Deafening Silence is way worse than I thought it was. Technically their combo is one creature spell and a non-creature spell. So let's drop Deafening Silence now that I've read the card properly. I don't know what I would bring in. Everything else here sucks as well. Maybe we just keep it. It seems pretty bad. Actually, I think it's fine. We'll keep it in. Basically means that if they try and play Tainted Pact and I am a counterspell, they're not going to be able to respond with their own counterspell. Ugh. This is an unfortunate hand. Look at all the gas. No lands to play it with. Sure. Drop one of the fields. That's troubling. So, okay. Normally what we'd want to do is more than likely foretell saw it coming, but they accelerated out to 4 mana. So that means they could possibly get the combo off this turn, so we can't really afford to foretell this. I think for this turn we can foretell it now. Alright, so they're digging for the combo here. Really afford to try and play a fairy here, so probably just gonna pass. One of these lands do I like? 3 black sources already, 2 blue sources. I get rid of the Triumph one way or the other, right? Like basically a blue-red tool for them. Might as well use this now. I'll get myself another white source. Is that right? Oh, another blue source on it. White sources, 3 blue sources. I think we'll get another blue source. We have a lot of blue mana requirements. Alright, regardless of what they do to Magma Opus here, we're just gonna have to flash and Torrential Gear Hulk to start putting down pressure, assuming they don't go for combo. This is still not safe, technically. If they counter this and they're holding Thassa's Oracle, I'm going to lose. Maybe I just start putting down tokens with Castle Ardenvale instead. Well, I do have Mystical Dispute up and then it's not coming. Okay, let's just give this a shot.
You know what? I'm not done.
I'll feel the ruins. We'll see. Actually, they don't have the combo yet. Okay. Draw card.
Let's skip to the good part.
That's a fairy. Oh. Drop a Narset. We can find some more counter magic here. In particular, I would really get Dovin's Veto. And if it draws out their counter magic, I'm also okay with that. That means they will have less protection for they will have less protection for their own combo.
There are so many mysteries to uncover. Hone your prowess.
These are all great. Dovin's Veto, though, is definitely the option. Figure out why this matters. Copy. So this guarantees that they can get a Tainted Pact down. So like, they play this, Thassa's Oracle, and then Tainted Pact, they'll get... I have to counter the Thassa's Oracle, that being the case. Interesting. Okay. Alright, opponent has given up. Cool. I don't think the game was quite over. I was gonna have quite a few more looks at more counter magic, which is cool. But yeah, let's go on to match 2. All right, our match 2 opponent is Kaleido. Let's see what they're doing. We'll play first. Really the hand you want to see. Mauling with a control deck is super tough though. We're actually going to keep this, planning on just foretelling this and cycling the Triumph if we have time. And if we don't, we die. That's fine. I think this might be the Orzhov. Oops, I hit spacebar there. This might be the Orzhov Death Shootout deck. I'm not sure if that deck plays Luris or not. I have to take another look. Like it. I think we're supposed to save this Field of Ruin for something else here. We'll let that resolve. Fortunately, we're not really... Well, I guess unfortunately we have Wraths. Pain to get around. Other than that... Throw on some gas here. Good. That is not gas. That is gas. Alright. Good, good. So if we're lucky, they're going to attack with both of these. Going for here. Block the Selfless Savior. Take the 3 here, doesn't matter. Or the 4, sorry. Blamo.
You shall remorse.
Bounce this guy.
Reverse.
Hopefully start drawing some cards. Censor's gonna be terrible. We're gonna cycle this immediately. Sure looks like the Death Shadow deck. Yep. Alright, so we're looking for a Wrath here. Baffling End isn't bad either. Not great. Say that.
No time for a break.
Search. Alright, our best options are just to play Island, cycle. See if we do get that Wrath. We don't. Search. And we're just baffling into for Death Shadow. I'm gonna lose our Teferi here, unfortunate. But we'll start digging pretty quickly with search to our library, so hopefully that helps.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
That's unfortunate. Now we really need to just find that Wrath naturally. This will help. How much damage is that going to be? It's 9, so we're going to go down to 7. Or sorry, 9, 11, 5. Down to 4. Down to 4. We're on a 2-turn clock here. We got one more turn. See if we can find something. Can I cast Magma Opus? 1, 2, 7, 8. Oh, I can. Is that being the case, we'll take the Magma Opus because I can kill these 2 creatures and then create a blocker. I think we'll create 2 blockers, so that's pretty good. I'll wait for them to go to combat and do the thing. I put 3 They can instant speed buff this guy up to a 10-10. So it's not really no point in trying to kill Death Shadow. I should have done this before combat. Huh? Doesn't matter. It's fine. Tap this. So they don't know that I have this baffling end. Pretty nice. I also put this down because they know about it. That one's gonna be annoying. Don't want any of those. Castle Ardenville. So if I can Wrath and hold up Castle Ardenville, it does buy us a lot of time. They don't have that much life left. But actually, I think Castle Ardenville is a good choice here. Yep, it's not gonna matter. I'm gonna Wrath here anyway. Nice. Alright, so that's game over. No. An amazing set of draws there, I won't lie. Extremely lucky. Alright, these all are bad? They all seem pretty bad. Honestly, none of these are things that we want. Like our main deck cards might just be better than all of these. I think that just is true. I guess I can see. Nope, I can't see any. Can't see anything I'd want to replace with Narset. Maybe that. Nope, I think this is right. I think we literally don't sideboard anything. And this shows again why Baffling End is so useful. We didn't actually cast Baffling End on the indestructible creature, but if we had to, we could have. Alright, so this and so close. But on the draw, it's okay to mull ones. Alright, keep 6. Get rid of one of the fairies. Pretty good shape after that. tell that. That's pretty unfortunate. They should just get rid of the Magma Opus. Yep. Right. Got no choice but to cycle here for a 1/1. So we have a blocker for the Elite Spellbinder. They're gonna take the Teferi. It's fine. I could have censored it, but that seems like not as good. I probably should have censored it now that I'm saying that out loud. Let's cycle this. We can get a land. Nice. They're gonna take the Teferi anyway, probably. Land is actually good. Hope this Elite Spellbinder isn't enough to just beat us. It very well could be.
Hide from the world any longer. You need to slow down.
Just gotta bounce that, otherwise I'm gonna die. It's fine. I have no cards in my hand. Draw something to get rid of that.
Hold that thought.
Lands help though. Lands help if I can get. Got it. Yep.
Really should have seen that coming.
I gotta counter this. Can't let them keep that. Oh. Beauty off the top. Still alive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need one more land before we can cast Torrential Fury Hulk. Sucks. I knew that was coming too. We have Torrential Fury Hulk mana, but we might as well put it down. Alright, they got us. Not quite enough gas. And there's not a lot I could have done there. I think the one mistake was not censoring. Well, who knows? That censor did get value off of that Archon at the end. If I had censored that Elite Spellbinder, I wouldn't have lost 2 cards. So that was like a big mistake on my part. Okay. Game 3. Seems fine. We get Thought Seized here. Position 2. Only 1 card for them to take. Kind of important card. Oh, they don't know about the censor though. Them not knowing about that censor is actually kind of valuable. Let's just put down the Castle of Vanishes for now. You have the option of either just dropping the Magma Opus or censoring whatever their play is here. I guess I'd rather like make sure that I get value off of this. Just do that. Take whichever they prefer. Censor has like no value once they know about it, so it's a little bit painful. Might be worth just getting, yeah, it's worth just using this treasure now to cycle another land away, because we don't really have time to set up everything. Holy cow. Alright, well, that helps. I mean, yeah, so, be interesting. We just Wrath now, 12. They could start putting down Death Shadows and stuff like that. Would they though? I don't think they're gonna play anything. I think the opponent's savvy enough to not play anything else. This is really all they need. Oh my god. If they didn't have that, this game we'd actually have this game in the bag. That really sucks.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint.
If I bounce one of them, oh, so if they attack me now, basically I have 2 turns to find answer, unless they kill the Teferi. If I bounce one of them, they kill the Teferi with 1. I think it. So I guess the question is, how many more draw steps do I get if I bounce one of them? Alright, so if I bounce one, they'll probably kill the Teferi. I'll take 3. In the following turn, I'll take 6. It's 2 draw steps versus drawing. They'll kill. I'll just draw. Actually, I think drawing is the right move here.
No time for a break.
I think they will spend. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I think they will spend some amount of resources on killing Teferi anyway. I might as well get a card out of this. Oh lord, that is a whole lot of elite spellbinders. We're dead. Pretty sure we're dead here. Three elite spellbinders is pretty tough for this deck to beat. Won't lie. Alright, they got me. Cool. We'll go on to match 3. Alright. Up against Jolly. Nice avatar job. Let's see what the opponent is up to. No companion. one baffling in for us. Again, being on the play, you don't really want to be behind on cards at any point, so we're just going to keep planning on cycling away one of the triomes. Boy. Alrighty. Case. Nothing wrong with getting rid of their turn 1 play. Blue. I won't lie, that is not what I was expecting. I did not expect them to play a blue land there. I thought this was just going to be straight burn. Might be something similar to the Is It Blitz deck that Crokies was playing a little while ago. We'll see. No Soul Scar Mage, that's fine. Yep. They've already played a land, so that's a kind of an interesting time to do this. Whatever they exile is not gonna be playable. Perfect. We're in pretty good shape as long as they don't have a whole lot of counter magic in there. We can put this tapped safely and then set up your end step turn 5 Torrential Gear Hulk. And we're still at 20. It's like pretty amazing. So they brainstorm, they're probably going to crack this Fabled Passage at some point. I'm curious about what their next cards are going to be. Really nothing? Sure. I'm not sure if I should let them this Fabled Passage, so they could have instant speed, a whole lot of stuff. If I play actually don't probably doesn't really matter. I do feel like if I Torrential Gear Hulk now, I'll be able to get more value off the Magma Opus, because I can do 3 here and 1 here, and that's the maximum that they'd be able to handle. As opposed to kind of having to overload this Soulscar Mage. On the other side, I could always just block the Soulscar Mage with Torrential Gear Hulk. The chances of them getting big enough to get past the Gear Hulk is pretty slim. Okay, let's just pass. We'll let them do some stuff. Oh, this is just Spark Dragon. Sorry, I was very curious. This art kind of confused me. Sure. Alright, there's a chance this can get up to a 3-3, so we'll just... Whoa, what? Did I click them on accident? Did not want to do that. There we go. I want to do 3 here. Commit. Okay, that means I'm just gonna block here. They can only get this thing up to a 3-4 unless they have a pump spell. It's fine. I'm gonna shock or something, or maybe the deal 4, deal 2. Deal 4 to opponent, deal 2 to your own spell to get counters on this. That works too. On Castle Ardenvale and then start attacking. Clear one of these tokens. Okay, nice. Let's cycle to see if we can find counter magic to deal with this. Okay. They're hellbent. I think we're in pretty good shape. Oh my. Can I do both? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I can do both. They're definitely dead here then. Well, it's in response cycle. Potential Gear Hulk. Or let's do this. Got these two. Deal 3 here. Submit. And game over. Very nice. Pretty sure Narset is huge here. Narset, Mystical Disputes. Deafening Silence is actually worth it. They are trying to get Soul Scar Mage kind of big here. I think it's that good against them. Alright, on the other side, Timely is okay, but not super great. Actually, Baffling thing. I say Timely is only okay because they are carrying a bunch of flyers, but they also have Young Pyromancer, Soulscar Mage. The Timely could be useful. Actually, not. think Timely is the card we have here. Baffling End is enough of an answer, I think, to the Young Pyromancer and the Soulscar Mage, so we'll keep that. It's cutting all my sensors is kind of like I panic. Cut I normally make. I don't know if that's correct. Actually, don't think Saw It Coming is very good. I think we can do like a 2/2 drops here. Because their cards are so efficient and cheap that Saw It Coming is usually pretty bad. Yeah, let's give this a shot. Mystical Dispute is primarily there just to counter the storming entities if they try and get it out cheaply. Good. We'll keep this. Very likely to just cycle one of these sensors. I mean, if we draw land, we're in pretty good shape. That's great. Pretty good. Two. Maybe I have to step away for a second there. Alright, I think they might be short on lands here. There's definitely a lot of internal debate around whether or not to even fire off this brainstorm, so I'm curious about what's in their hand. Why they would do that on turn 1. It definitely feels like they're digging for lands. It's just another creature. We probably, well, yeah, I actually don't think we're going to censor anything. They are short on lands. I was gonna say we're not gonna censor anything, but if it's a Soulscar Mage, maybe we should. They're thinking about Seal Away, the card I could have. They're not thinking about it too much. It's fine. We do have another one. That one's maybe too good for me to just let go. I'm gonna have to censor that. Lucky, lucky, lucky. We're very lucky there. I guess the question is, should I play the Narset here knowing that I don't have another land? Seems kind of risky. For sure we just pass here, and we're still just looking for another land so that we can Wrath of God. Yeah, we're gonna have a much harder time stopping anything from happening, or stopping a lot of their big plays from happening once they get to 4 mana. So cycling Censor is gonna be fine, hoping they don't have Counterspell here. That doesn't look good. Holding up this much blue mana is a bad sign for us. Alright, so that being said, I actually think what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and draw out some counterspells here. That resolved instantly.
Mind and body, I have just the trick for this.
This might have all been a mistake. Because that resolved extremely quickly. Makes me think they don't have counter magic. Their own card set.
The focused and disciplined encounter no obstacles.
Very interesting. Definitely made a mistake there. Especially if they find counter magic here, I'd be very sad. Yeah, we goofed.
My mind needs a rest.
Interesting. That's enough, right? Should be enough. See if we can get away with this. Nice, so that buys us some time. Maybe? Alright. Getting a little nervous there.
Keep an open mind.
In our hand right now is pure gas. Don't know what's going on over there. They completely whiffed on the Narset, so we're in pretty good shape. Hopefully we can close this out. Okay. So right now the plan is to Teferi, draw 2,
Hurry.
not draw 2, sorry. Plus, so I can at least get the untap here, give them something to think about. Discard the Magma Opus, that I can then play it the following turn with Torrential Hulk. Yep. Okay, going after me. That's pretty interesting. I guess they could have like, I was gonna say lightning bolt. That's also pretty bad though. So we have enough to not die here, but definitely cutting it close. We have to bounce one of these, fortunately.
Reverse.
Interesting. Sure. Time for the blowout. Is that right? That'd be right. No reason to risk anything. I'm not gonna draw any cards, but oh well. We'll be okay. Let's go to combat. Let's take care of the Narset with the Elemental. Back with the Gear Hulk. Base. Points are enough. Cool. So this deck feels really good. It's Azorius mana plus a Triome with Magma Opus backed up. So it's a much more, I guess, tried and true control shell with Magma Opus as a finish, which feels really good. Let's go to the wrap up. Alright, so we went 2-1 with this updated Magma Opus Gear Hulk shell. I like this a lot better than the Jeskai shell, primarily because the mana is really good. Of note, we're not really playing any card draw spells, and that has been okay, just because we're able to answer a lot of the threats with this set of responses here, as well as Search for Azcanta to dig us more answers. And then our finishers are really strong. We're actually carrying a lot of finishers. This is 16 cards dedicated to finishing the game off, which I really like. One of the bigger problems with Azorius control deck that I've had is even once you've cleared the board, landed to fairy, sometimes they'll just resolve a Mayhem Devil, take care of you, because you just can't close the game out fast enough. And this deck does allow you to close the game out pretty quickly with a combination of Gear Hulk and Magma Opus, which I really love. I can't think of any changes I would make currently to this deck, which says a lot. The sideboard felt pretty good. We did lose to that Orzhov Shadow deck because we didn't have a whole lot of answers there to that deck. But we also did play them pretty close, so I'm not too concerned. But yeah, I love this deck, and I recommend it to anyone who enjoys playing Control. And I hope you enjoyed this deck tech. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/ZenithLive, and I hope to see you again in the next video.